Hello, beloved. This is Tony. I want to do a little video today on something that I've found that I kind of find very interesting. A lot of my videos are about what's called sacred geometry. And in sacred geometry, we have platonic solids. Okay, and for example, all of these are your platonic solids. That's only 4 of them there. There are actually 5. And in sacred geometry, all 5 of the platonic solids are found in the sacred geometry. So we have the tetrahedron, which is fire, the cube, which is earth, octahedron, which is air, dodecahedron, which is spirit or ether, icosahedron, which is water. And in the patterns that I show of 7 and 13, let me just pull this one up for you. Just going to put in Metatron's cube. And for me, it all started because of a dream about Metatron's cube. Okay, and what this is 13 circles that are connected. And in this pattern of 13, I've seen through Scripture, because I study my Scriptures, and it starts off basically 1 surrounded by 6, and then it's surrounded by 6 more. And in this pattern is where I have all of my videos through spiritual guiding. Okay, I really feel very much spiritually guided. Okay, I've tried to show and teach the understandings that, for me, that I've gathered in these. Okay, so it's like the 7 days of the week. In some of my earlier videos, I go through the basics of this. It's 1 surrounded by 6, which is like the 7 days of the week, and then 6 days that are like the 7th day, but the 7th day is more special. The one in the middle is a little bit different. Okay, so this would be like the Sabbath. All right, but then what I want to kind of go over, some people that may be looking at some of my new subs may not quite grasp what I'm doing right now, because it's sort of like we've advanced on to a few things. And what I want to do is I'm going to show you this one right here. Okay, now here this one is showing the octahedron is air, the cube is earth, the tetrahedron is fire, the icosahedron is water, and the dodecahedron is universe. Now I'm going to try and show you what I found from the last few videos that I've posted about the stars. And it's just amazing for me. I don't know if it's a subconscious thing because of stars is on my mind right now, but I'm seeing stars everywhere. And for example, at this moment, I have a large window in the area that I work at, and lots of trees outside, and it's wintertime now, and there's no leaves on the trees. But as I look at the limbs in the trees, I see stars everywhere. The trees, the way they grow, and the limbs crisscross each other, and there is just, in different places where there's like 2 trees that meet, the limbs form stars. And I see stars all in the movies, and I've just got this idea about, in the cube you're a spark, but outside of the cube you become a star. And I just want to show you now what I found with the stars, because in the last 2 videos I was showing that if you take the cube and you take the Star of David and you lay them across each other, it's sort of the geometry of the first 7 circles. And what happens with this, in that I find 12 stars. There are 6 upright and 6 upside down. Now I want to show you where this has led me, because it's just very interesting. Hold on. Well, let's go on back a little bit. I'm going back because what I've done was, and that's my thing, I study geometry, but also I study scriptures. And so in the scriptures, when I study the stars, oh, sorry, one moment here. when I look for stars, okay, I've shown actually it does come up 50 times here. See, 50 times. Topic, 13 different topics. Okay, and 13 is the number I'm talking about now. Alright, and then as we go on through, these are the 50 verses. And like I said, some of these verses are talking about the stars that are upside down. Some of the verses are talking about the stars that are upright. So it can be a contradiction in there if you don't understand there are two different kinds of stars, one that's up and one that's fallen. So as I move on, I'm not going to read through all of these, but it's a wonderful read. For me, I almost get a total understanding of things. Well, not total, it's impossible, but I get an understanding as I read through these stories and get these scriptures about stars. But what sort of kind of catches me here is, and this is what I was looking for when I found the 12. I was looking for the 7 stars, because Revelations 1:16, and he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp, two-edged sword. And his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. Then it says, the mystery of the 7 stars, which thou sawest in my right hand, and the 7 golden candlesticks. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches, and the 7 candlesticks, which thou sawest, are the 7 churches. Well, in one of my older videos, I'd actually explained that in my understanding, the 7 churches is like a process that a person would go through, a soul or a spirit, until you actually reach the temple. Okay? And it's back to the understanding that wisdom buildeth her temple of 7 pillars. Okay? So it's almost like it takes all 7 candlesticks to complete the temple. You know, it's 6 churches, but then the 7th church, once the completion of the 7th church, then it is a temple, the temple of God. All right? But then I want to go on and, let's see, under the star is right, the stars of the heaven, let's see. And the 4th angel sounded, and the 3rd, let's see. Oh, here it is. Revelations 12:1. 12 and 1 is 13. She's got 12 stars, but there's a 13th too. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And this is what I'm trying to show. In the last video or two, I was showing the 12 stars. 6 upright, 6 down. Alright? And then I want to show what I found with the 12 stars now. Hold, please. Okay, now please note that I'm talking about the dodecahedron. Ether, prana, universe, spirit. It is male and female. The two have become one. And then if you look at the rest of them, they're either male or female. Okay, guys, now, excuse my dirty desk. I do a lot of work here. And believe me, a lot is done even getting ready. Alright, but now maybe this is a little bit better as far as in the sacred geometry, these are the 5 platonic solids, and everything in the universe that we see, feel, hear, smell, taste, and touch is made up of one of these 5. Now, in the shot I just showed you, they're even male or female, each one of them, until you get here. And see here, this is the dodecahedron. It's the universe. It's prana. It's spirit. All right. Now, what I want to show is the other evening, a friend, Jeff, got a video about Jeff. He's the homeless friend. This is the dodecahedron. Okay, and this one is what's called perfectly numbered. And so, for example, if we look at this one, it's 4. And if you look at the total opposite side, it's 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. Okay, let's pick another number. Number 3. 3 plus 10 is 13. And what I want to show you, if I look at 10, you see how this is upside down? And what I'm going to do is put a star in here. Okay, so that would be 10, and that's upside down. See how that's what I mean by an upside down star. You have one that's upside down and one that's upright. Okay? So if I look at 10, let's go ahead and put this one upright, 10, but that makes my star, the actual shape, is upside down. So we're going to say that's 10. If I go to the other side and look at 3, it now is upright. Okay, so 3 is upright, 10 is upside down. And there are 12 faces on here, so a star fits in every one of these. You see, a star fits in there because it is a pentagon shape. Alright, so in a weird way, it's the duality again of the two becoming one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right here because I want to go to a photo and show you. But if I just pull all my little stars, so actually 12 stars will fit on the dodecahedron. 12 stars because it has 12 faces. But see, even though it has 12 faces, when it's numbered correctly, if we look at number 1 and we go to the opposite side, it's an upside down 12. 12 and 1 is 13 again. Okay, if I had... and I'm going to just have to do some more here. Hold on. Okay, in my last video or two, I had used this photo, and it caught my attention. Notice at the bottom of the floor, what I'm zooming in on, it's the two stars. One is upright, and one is upside down. Okay, and it's the duality again. Okay, so now what I'm going to show you is back to the sacred geometry, the 13 circles, okay? And it's 1 in the center, it's 6 around it, and 6 on the outside. And this is what they call the inner circle, all right? And what I want to try and show is like what I've done in here very childishly is 12 circles on the outside, 13 in the middle. And each one of these circles has a star. One has one upright, the other one has one upside down. All the way around, and that's your 12 circles, 12 stars. There's 6 that are upright, and 6 that are upside down. And now, but then also in an older video, I had showed you what I had found, and this is what I perceive as the 13th star, right here. Okay, and this is made somewhat like from here to here, 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 here. And this is, everything's becoming one. And the quickest way I can show you, I had showed you the two stars coming together. And when the two stars come together, you get that pattern. You see? There it is. There it is. Okay, and this happens all the way around in the 6 directions. In some of my older stuff, I talked about the 6 directions: north, south, east, west, up, down. That's what these all are here. And in that, the duality of everything in the 6 directions, when you go within into the 7th direction, it all becomes one. All right, have a good day.